when we think of Kevin Hart, what does everybody know him as? We all know him as the funny guy, the hustler, the nonstop work ethic guy. But what happens when the empire you built starts to show cracks and crumble? From Hollywood dominance to business ventures to brand deals to media expansion, Kevin Hart created one of the biggest celebrity empires in entertainment. But lately, people have been asking one serious question. Is the pressure finally catching up to him? So we're going to talk about that today. We're going to break down the rise, the power moves, the controversy, and the warning signs that could be shaking the foundation of Kevin Hart's empire. Because in Hollywood, success can make you a king overnight, but the spotlight can destroy everything just as fast. So let's dive into it. Now, Kevin Hart, he recently caught a lot of attention because he made a move that some people question, and they want to know, why did he make this move? Because on one hand, some people and some business people saying, okay, it's a good move. But then on the other hand, you see a lot of people saying, that's a bad move. He should never have done that. And that move that he made was he sold the rights to his name. Let me say that again. He sold the rights to his name to a company called ABG. Now, ABG is Authentic Brands Group. Now, this is a company that they own the rights to a lot of people's names, image, everything, which is like Marilyn Monroe, Muhammad Ali, Shaquille O'Neal, David Beckham, just to name a few. Now, they didn't break down how much he got or how much he's going to be getting, but they did say he did sold ownership and oversight of his brand in exchange for an undisclosed amount of money and a stake in Authentic. Now, part of what they saying is that the reason why he did this was to reset his relationship with the people around him in his company and for some of the investors who put money into his company. Now, let me say this. I see how some people will feel some type of way about this because on one hand, when you sell your name, that means that the company who has your name can do whatever they want to do with it, and you really have no say-so in it. You just collect the money off of it. But then on the other hand, I can see why some people say that's a bad move, because why would you want to sell the rights and this right to image and everything for your name to somebody else? That's something that you should keep on your own, because all you have is your name. And you should be putting the groundwork and put the hustle and grind in to do that and still have the rights to it. So I get it on both ends. But what does this mean for his company, Heartbeat Productions? Heartbeat Productions has been getting a lot of flack, but they've been dealing with a lot of problems too, which is that a lot of people have been getting laid off left and right. People have been getting fired. And it's put this company in shambles because people are like, okay, where do we go from here? But the other part about this too is that they're saying that Kevin has not been around at the company for a minute, that he hasn't been there, and that he's left the day-to-day management in the hands of some other executives. And in the process of doing that, staff meetings been canceled. Developments of film and TV projects has been very slow. Podcast shows that was pitched never got produced. So at the end of the day, they ain't doing shit over there at Heartbeat. They ain't doing nothing over there. And people are looking like, okay, but Kevin Hart, this is your company. So you would think that you would step in and want to try to get everything back on track. Now, him leaving the day-to-day operations to somebody else, we don't know why. It could be a thing of, hey, I want to be coming in doing the day-to-day work. I'd rather let somebody focus on that while I focus on other things. Or could it mean that he just don't have to drive a passion to want to run a company no more? We don't know. So that's the question that a lot of people have been asking. But I'm going to say this too, is that Heartbeat Productions, I mean, they started out on point, but let's just be honest, they have not put out anything good in years. They have not put out anything. Now, some people may say, well, you got to look at the fate of the movie industry, see what everything is going through right now. Yeah, but that still doesn't stop you from creating projects, because that's what you're supposed to do. So I can see how some people felt that when they found out that he sold the rights to his name, that they know what that means. That means that by him doing that, they're going to be working for Authentic Brands Group, not Kevin Hart. Because all thing he's going to say is, hey, you know what? Well, talk to ABG, because they're the ones that's handling everything now. I'm not handling anything. And the employees that's there, they don't know how things are going to go. They don't know what direction they're going to go in. They can just probably be like Paramount is doing it, just saying, hey, you know what? We just gonna shut Heartbeat Productions down. And you guys go find somewhere else to go and find something else to do. So right now, it's really got everybody scratching their head about what's the fate and how everything is going to turn out. But we just have to sit back and see.